I grew up in Texas, went to grade school and college in Texas, and then went to graduate school at the University of Chicago. And when I finished getting my doctorate in chemistry, I came to Atlanta. Came to Atlanta University as an assistant professor of chemistry, and I taught on the faculty for almost 15 years. I then became provost of Atlanta University, and then I went to West Virginia as president of West Virginia State College. I served there for 4 years. I became chancellor of the West Virginia Board of Regents for 2 years, and following that, the opportunity to participate in this historic merger of Clark College and Atlanta University was just too exciting an option for me not to consider. Well, I have to back up a step. My original interest was music, and I often refer to myself as a frustrated musician. All through high school, I was determined to go into music as a career. And I had an outstanding high school chemistry teacher who called me one day after taking an exam, and he said, Thomas, you really need to major in chemistry. And so I said, well, let me see, and I did. I went to Wiley, got a major in chemistry as an undergraduate, and you can't do an awful lot in chemistry with only a bachelor's degree. And so I went to graduate school and was able to go all the way through to get a PhD in about 5 years. It was an exciting time for me because, well, first of all, the transition from Texas to Chicago was very serious. I had never seen weather like that, and I had never seen snow like that. I had no idea, no prospects, no intent on becoming a college president. I enjoyed chemistry. I enjoyed working with students. I enjoyed teaching. And it was just sort of something that you fall into because the opportunity presents itself. And I thought I could really make a difference, not only in my field and to other faculty and students who were there, but I thought I could help the university. Well, the Baycoat building was the auditorium that was part of Dean Sage at Atlanta University. And while I was away, after I left, I was, I think, in West Virginia at the time, the decision was made to tear down the auditorium and use that site for the construction of a new science building. And I had, in fact, been involved in designing the first phase of the science building before I left when I was on the faculty in the chemistry department. But the vision was enlarged tremendously. Most of the funding came from the federal government. Not all of it, but most of it did. And a very significant gift, a contribution from the Department of Energy. And the legislation approved by Congress was for initially a $30 million building. I'm very proud of that building because it, at that time, was probably one of the finest research facilities on any historically black college or university campus. Being associated with the creation of Clark Atlanta University, of course, is one of the things which I'm most proud of all the things that I've been associated with. But I think throughout that process, what was so exciting about it was to see how the faculty, the staff, the students especially, responded to the opportunity for creating something new, something different, something that could stand alone, something that they all could continue to feel proud of. You feel good anytime anybody gives you an award for something, and whether you think you deserve it or not. I'm delighted to be here with the other honorees, who I'd like to congratulate and extend my congratulations to them as well. But it is anytime you're associated with Clark Atlanta University, it's a wonderful feeling. And I appreciate the alumni and the president and the board of trustees for naming me to this honor.
Dr. Thomas W. Cole Jr. was appointed the first president of Clark Atlanta University. Over the first 10 years of his presidency, the undergraduate and graduate enrollment grew from 3,151 to 5,800, and Clark Atlanta became the largest United Negro College Fund institution. During his presidency, he raised over $467 million in public and private dollars and partnerships, renovated 11 buildings, and guided the construction and planning of 4 new academic and student housing facilities. Dr. Cole began his professional career in 1966 when he joined the faculty of Atlanta University as an assistant professor of chemistry. During his tenure at Atlanta University, he was chairman of the Department of Chemistry, Fuller E. Calloway Professor of Chemistry, and provost and vice president for academic affairs. He also served as the director of the Atlanta Resource Center for Science and Engineering, the first of 3 centers established in the United States by the National Science Foundation. Dr. Cole returned to Atlanta as president of Clark College in February of 1988 and president of Atlanta University in July of 1988. Following the historic consolidation of Clark College and Atlanta University, he was inaugurated as president of Clark Atlanta University in September of 1989. He is recognized for his scholarly contributions to science and his leadership in higher education administration, nationally and internationally. Dr. Cole's professional activities and commitments are numerous. His honors, to name a few, are memberships in Beta Kappa Chi and Alpha Kappa Mu honor societies, listing in History Makers, the W.E.B. Du Bois Award by the NAACP, and the Drum Major for Justice Award by the SCLC. He is a member of Sigma Pi Phi fraternity and a life member of Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated. Dr. Cole is a second-generation college president. He is married to Brenda Hill Cole, senior judge, Fulton County State Court. He and his wife have been members of Cascade United Methodist Church since 1988. They are the parents of 2 adult children and have 2 granddaughters. After his distinguished service for 30 years at Atlanta University and Clark Atlanta University, the CAU Board of Trustees named the Science Research Center the Thomas W. Cole Jr. Research Center for Science and Technology. Upon his retirement on July 30, 2002, he was named President Emeritus.
Clark Atlanta University is a special place. Its history is rich and full of events that cultivated and changed the lives of people of color. Its history is rooted in a tradition of faith that sustained freed people of color as they found their way and made a way for others to follow. CAU was birthed in 1988 from its parent institutions, Atlanta University, the nation's first graduate institution to award degrees to African Americans and the first to award bachelor degrees to African Americans in the South, and to Clark College, the nation's first 4-year liberal arts college to serve African American students. These outstanding institutions were learning grounds for notable African Americans to include author, writer, scholar, activist, and educator W.E.B. Du Bois, and poet, lawyer, and songwriter James Weldon Johnson, the author of Lift Every Voice and Sing, what is known today as the Negro National Anthem. The consolidation of both Atlanta University and Clark College birthed Clark Atlanta University. Here is where you enter, learn, grow, develop, and depart ready to serve as global agents of change. CAU is known for its dedication to societal social change, as its students were a part of the Atlanta student movement in the 1960s and continue that legacy through involvement in efforts to end social and racial injustice through the Black Lives Matter movement. At CAU, students arrive eager to learn media, business, politics, social work, cancer research, and music, taking their liberal arts education to the next level and transforming themselves into outstanding alumni, such as Kenya Barris, writer and producer of Blackish, Jackie Reed, a nationally recognized journalist, Shaka Zulu, head of artist and talent relations with Spotify, Valicia Butterfield Jones, chief diversity and inclusion officer at the According Academy, Brandon Thompson, vice president of diversity and inclusion for NASCAR, and United States Congressman Henry Hank Johnson. Welcome to Clark Atlanta University, where you discover who you are and who you plan to be.
Thy noble tricolor now ripples the breeze, bridging the mountains, spanning the seas, calling thy sons and thy daughters so true. Reign Clark Atlanta, we rally to you. Reign alma mater, our hearts be thy throne. Reign Clark Atlanta, thou reignest alone. Reign Clark Atlanta, thou reignest, reignest. Reign Clark Atlanta, thou reignest alone. Hail alma mater, we ever aspire, thy sacred mission to fulfill entire. Thy noble banner has lifted our way. Hail to the crimson, the black, and the gray. Reign alma mater, our hearts be thy throne. Reign Clark Atlanta, thou reignest alone. Reign Clark Atlanta, thou reignest, reignest. Reign Clark Atlanta, thou reignest alone. Deep in our hearts shall thy precepts abide. Culture for service, our goal and our guide. Through stern privation, through fortune and fame, we'll find a way and achieve in thy name. Reign alma mater, our hearts be thy throne. Reign Clark Atlanta, thou reignest alone. Reign Clark Atlanta, thou reignest, reignest. Reign Clark Atlanta, thou reignest alone. Reign alma mater, forever we pray. Let the tricolor that heralds thy sway fly from the ramparts of learning so free. For we shall ever be faithful to thee. Reign alma mater, our hearts be thy throne. Reign Clark Atlanta, thou reignest alone. Reign Clark Atlanta, thou reignest, reignest. Reign Clark Atlanta, thou reignest alone.
As alumni, we represent our one exceptional university. Clark Atlanta University was consolidated in 1988 from the parent institutions of Atlanta University, founded in 1865, and Clark College, originally founded as Clark University in 1869. CAU exemplifies our dual mottos, I'll find a way or make one, and Culture for Service, where the banners of the red, the black, and the gray reign high. With our shining beacons of knowledge, alumni serve as faculty and staff at this institution. Many alumni live in your hometown. We hope you researched our notable alumni. Yes, there are thousands of alumni and honorary alumni who have impacted our society, locally, nationally, and globally, along with the great cloud of alumni witnesses who are deceased, yet left footprints. Collectively, we have walked these hallowed grounds for 306 combined years. As you begin your discovery as a Panther, with compassion, we are here for you. We are cheering and extending our hands to you as you create your well-deserved space with your passion to excel. We will lead you on proven paths and will be filled with joy when you present your innovations. We are excited that you are now alumni in waiting and wish to dedicate the following expression to you. As we toil our way from diverse paths, we strive as we are one. We are bound to you, O CAU. Knowledge and truth are ours to keep. Your rich past has set our promised grasp. We look to you for our heritage and pride. Your planted seed has been received. We are bound to you, O CAU. Knowledge and truth are ours to keep. Goals we set are real because of you. Sons and daughters, you're chosen ones. Our victory has been won. We are loyal to you, O CAU. Honor and faith are ours to keep. Your rich past has set our promised grasp. CAU, O CAU, God's blessings have brought us through. What were dreams are now within our reach. Clark Atlanta University, we love you. Our dear alma mater, yes, we love you. O CAU.